Alright, so this is going to be another top 5 video. This will be the top 5 live series diamonds that I've used in MLB 17. The last couple of top 5 videos I've made were kind of difficult to make because it was a tough decision to decide who should be on the list, but this live series one wasn't that bad because, for one, I didn't use a crazy amount of live series players in MLB 17, so it was easy to figure out who should be in the top 5, but why waste anybody's time? I don't want to be sitting here rambling like an idiot. Let's get into this list. So number 5 on this list is the 96 overall Corey Kluber. So Kluber does have a flashback. He has that hardware card too. The live series is a lot better because didn't Kluber's live series start off as like a 92 or something? He definitely went up. And his hits per 9, Ks per 9 definitely weren't as good. And on his hardware, I believe, his per 9s are a lot worse than his live series. I know I say it a lot that Votto Blue and Guidry show up to the field with a suit and tie on, briefcase in hand. Corey Kluber might be one of those pitchers too, because almost every time I took the mound with Kluber, he was dealing on the hill. The only thing that I could say about Kluber that might be a downside is I did struggle sometimes to find the spots, but that could be my bad. But Kluber definitely deserves to be on this list. He was a beast pretty much every time he did take the mound. He does have a 3.06 ERA that is... some of that is against the CPU too, so it's not really only against the or in ranked or something, but yeah, this is, 16 wins, 55 losses. Kluber was definitely in the rotation for games where I had to go in against the CPU, do something, leave. So 55 losses, there's no chance in blue hell that Kluber would have 55 losses if I never did that. What else? No errors. Kelvin Herrera has 7! What the fuck was this guy doing on the hill? Kelvin Herrera has 7 fucking errors. Pull your head out of your ass. I mean, what? 7? My God. That is embarrassing. So Kluber has a 147 batting average. Of course, that's not that good. And that's pretty much it. How many... yeah, I did pass strikeouts, didn't I? How many strikeouts does he have? That would be... I have a hair in my mouth. Wait, yeah, that has to be when he's batting. Yeah, I was going to say, what? Only 8? I just spit. Where is the strikeouts? Alright, he has 147. That's not bad. Anyway, so Kluber definitely deserves to be on this list. He is number 5. Number 4 on this list, Nolan Arenado. I've played 515 games with Arenado. A lot of that has probably come against the CPU. I believe the Rockies was one of the first collections I did, so Arenado was on the squad early in the season. But yeah, a lot of these games were against the CPU. So his stats, he has 45 home runs, 3 triples, 35 doubles, 181 hits, 0 stolen bags. He only has 54 speeds. That's not that bad. 321 average. That's all right. Actually, that's probably not as good as I thought it would be. 321. Yeah, I thought it was going to be way better than that, but I mean, it's all good because Arenado did show up to the field a lot when he did play. So he does have, how many errors? Actually, I did look at that. He does have, I think Arenado had a good amount of errors. Where is that? He had 6. Actually, that's not bad. Every time I look at Lucroy and I see 23, I want to just spin kick that son of a bitch. Look at him. I don't know, man. I thought the whole season Arenado's hitting stats were almost disrespectful. I think his hitting stats should be a lot better than what they are. Hopefully in 18 they will be a little bit better because at one point in time I remember they did make, what do you even call it, an upgrade? They just changed his stats at one point I remember, and He was almost unusable at that point too, because I did want to use Arenado, and then they did change his stats. I think they only changed his hitting stats. They didn't change anything defensively, but once they changed his offensive stats, I was just saying, this card is unusable. Why would they do such a thing? Because, I mean, I just think he should have better hitting stats 100%. But Arenado, just like Kluber, just like all of these players on this list, deserve to be on this list. So Arenado will be number 4. Number 3 on this list, Aroldis Chapman. This might be obvious. I feel like Chapman just gets the job done every time he's in the game. Look at the stats. 94 hits per 9, 99 Ks per 9, 99 velocity, 99 break. He is an absolute beast. He has 44 strikeouts. He has only 1 walk. Dude, John Axford. What was this guy doing on the hill? This guy must have been pitching with his feet. 10 errors. What is this dude saying? 10 damn errors. I can't even believe that. But Chapman has 0. So that's not bad. But yeah, man, that's really all that needs to be said about Chapman. He just came in the game and he got the job done. I don't really remember any time that Chapman has come in the game and blew a lead or something like that. He always gets the job done. And at one point in time, too, I think at the beginning of MLB 17, I was saying that I like facing Chapman just because you know what you're going to get, pretty much, right? You're going to get the heat and an occasional slider and changeup at times, too. But after a while, I regret saying that because Chapman is definitely one of the most difficult relievers to face in this game. Number 2 on this list. Might surprise some people, not for the player, but where he stands on this list, because Mike Trout is number 2. I mean, Mike Trout is a beast. He's a beast. He destroys everything he sees. The reason why Trout is number 2 on this list is because I only used him for 231 games. And number 1, when I do show number 1 on this list, he was on the team for a long time. And that's really the only difference between number 1 and number 2. Just because games played, pretty much. If Trout played 400, 500 games, he would most likely be number 1 100%. But Trout, I mean, what can you say? He destroyed the cover off the ball every single time. The thing with Trout, too, is it's the quirks. Mike Trout has the best quirks in this game. Easily. When you come up to the plate, you have to swing first pitch pretty much, and then with a 2-strike count, if you connect with the first pitch or with 2 strikes, that ball is flying out of the stadium, dude, in milliseconds. So definitely Trout has the best quirks in this game. What is his stats? He has 105 hits. I don't think, yeah, like most of those games too, actually. When would I have used? I'm just trying to think if I used Trout a lot against the CPU. Probably not, because I did pick up Trout in October when I was able to somehow walk away with Trout in BR. So I didn't do that much grinding. I did still, so Trout was probably in the lineup for a good amount of those games. But, I mean, most of the players with 400, 500 games and stuff like that, like Lucroy, the only fucking reason this dude has what, like 600 and some games played, because 400 of them, I can't speak, 400 of them have probably come against the CPU. Anyway, Trout has 105 hits, 22 doubles, only 1 triple, that's surprising, I thought he had more than that. 35 home runs, not bad. He does have 62 RBIs, 8 stolen bags. I feel like I should name an honorable mention. Freeman would be definitely the honorable mention. Same thing with Freeman. Only 133 games played, but every game he played, he showed up. Freeman was, if you remember that game I played, Freeman was the reason the team was able to get to the World Series in, when was that, July or something? In the craziest way possible, the walk-off home run in the bottom of the, was it the bottom of the 9th? I don't remember if it was the bottom of the 9th or if it was in extras, but Freeman was clutch as hell the whole season. I'm not sure how I only played 133 games. I'm sure like 90-something% of those have come in ranked. So I don't think I used Freeman that much when I was grinding missions and stuff. But yeah, man, Freeman was an absolute... I know I'm saying that all these players are absolute machines and beasts, but it's true. So Freddie Freeman deserves to be an honorable mention. Now for number 1. Joey Votto definitely deserves to be number 1 on this list. 330 games played. Holy shit. Votto was almost the same as Brantley, like I was saying. It almost seemed like every single time Votto stepped up to the dish, he would walk away with multiple base hits every single game. His stats are very good. He does have that 99 card too now, which is well deserved if you ask me. They did upgrade his live series card a lot in 17. Wasn't he, was he a diamond to begin? Yeah, he was, I believe. Wasn't he a 92 or something? They did upgrade Votto a couple of times, I'm pretty sure. And I think when 17 first came out, he had like 40-something vision. Made it all the way to 74. He did have like 80-something power, I think. But with his inside edge, his power was almost... Oh, that's the thing with Freeman too. Votto and Freeman always had a very good inside edge. So their contact and power... most of the time versus righties would be in the 90s with their inside edge. But his stats, he does have 22 home runs. Yeah, Votto didn't hit that many home runs, but he did. He was a base hit machine, dude. Votto could not be stopped. 379 at the plate. Definitely amazing. He has... I'm interested to see how many errors he has. I think actually Votto... Wait... 0 errors? That's what I'm talking about. Votto! You crazy bastard. 0 errors. Attaboy. Getting the job done. That is exactly what I'm saying, man. 0 errors. That's why Votto's a beast. He can do it in the field, too. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Votto definitely deserves to be number 1 on this list, in my opinion. Trout, like I said, if he played more games, he would most likely be number 1 on this list because Trout is a glitch. Let me know as well the live series cards that you used, you thought were the best. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. If you are new to the channel, subscribe as well. I will see everybody in the next video.